Anyway, so that's I think United have a lot of good games coming up. A lot of big pivotal games. Have played a lot of big pivotal games recently too. With the tie against Barcelona.
Yeah.
In the Premier League. I mean the Europa League. Sorry. And yeah, though that was quite a fascinating tie between the two sides. Yeah, it looked like a Champions League game, though, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Well, before we get into that one, I want to quickly mention United and Leicester.
Yeah.
You look good.
Okay.
I think Leicester started off firing, but you held off. And then what I saw from you guys with Sancho back especially, just looked good.
Like we looked a lot better. Sancho got his chance. And yeah, look, we did pretty well. I think it was a Leicester team again that's just been up and down. But yeah, I think in terms of they were up against us in the first half. They did really well against us. But I feel like, I think they just withered away. I think Suda played a phenomenal, an absolute incredible first half. I think he did really well to hold out our at least two of the three coming towards him, in the front there, and he did really well with his passing. Dude, he reminds me of a Harry Maguire. It's really obviously it looks like him, but bro, it's just like he passes really well. He's very good 1-on-1, big boy. But he just seems a bit more agile than Maguire, if I'm honest.
Yeah, he's just a better Harry Maguire.
Yeah, I think he's
what Harry Maguire was meant to be.
Yeah. But he did wither away in the second half. And you saw the space between Fayez and Suda started to get a lot bigger too. So the communication wasn't there between the Leicester defense, and we just took advantage.
Yeah. The goal that sticks out to me is the Fernandez and Sancho 1-2, and then Sancho just pops it in. That was just for some reason that goal, because most of your goals lately have just been brilliance from Rashford, but then that goal in particular stood out to me because it's like, all right, these lads are just clicking together.
That's how that's how we're supposed to play. That second half against Leicester, that's how we're supposed to play.
Yeah, that was nuts.
What you saw there, and what you saw against Barca, I think it was in this. Do we have a better second or first half in the first game? Anyway. One of the halves, we were the same. It's just like we played. That is how we're going to be playing consistently very soon.
Yeah.
And it's the whole league better. I'm telling you, the way you think City's threatening, don't worry. The way we are threatening in those halves of football, it's sort of the same old story. Even with Arsenal, we were saying the same thing. If they can do this over 90 minutes, they'll look really good. Look at them now; they're on top of the table. Yeah, we were saying that last season. So I think we're going to be probably more threatening than Arsenal going to next season, and it's going to be between City and us for sure.
You need to pick you need to pick up a good striker.
We'll get that. Osimhen,
Tony.
Hopefully he doesn't get banned for life. Let's see what happens there.
It definitely. I'll give credit to Ten Hag because it definitely seems like lately you've been sort of starting off slow and then working your way into the game.
Yeah,
especially it seems like you've just been having really good second halves lately. And I give credit to Ten Hag for, making little tweaks that work and just finding a way past
Absolutely. Them. I think everyone's doing their job. He's selecting the right players, rotating the squad heaps as well. So everyone's pretty happy playing under him. And it's just, he's doing it really well. And, he's diversifying players in terms of their positions and able to sort of make them a lot more flexible. Like we were talking about previously, Luke Shaw in centre back. Who would have thought? But it works. Generally speaking, I think bigger fullbacks can get away with it because their positioning is obviously pretty good and they understand who they're next to most of the time, so they know what they're doing and they know where they need, as a fullback, where he needs to cover his centre back. So, just reverse it. I don't think it's too hard as long as you're physically capable, in which Luke Shaw is. Ten Hag just really understands players' strengths.
Yeah, he does.
And knows where to play.
Yeah, even with you mentioned like Luke Shaw coming to centre back. Then you've also got Weghorst dropping to the 10. He's brought Sancho back, put him straight in the 10, and I think he looks better there. And then you got moving Fernandez out wide. That's been working as well.
Yeah, and when we start games, that's definitely how we play. Yeah, we got Bruno on the right, out in the middle. That's solely for delivery purposes. Bruno still pushes back and still helps with the defensive work. But you see as the game progresses, Vout isn't really as dangerous as what he once was. And then, that's when you see Rashford drift in the middle and then Bruno back in the middle and then Sancho out wide, on the left, wherever, Anthony on the right, whatever you want, So
that's where I definitely think after Weghorst goes back to Burnley, you pick up a striker, possibly Osimhen. If you pick up someone like him, then it's... Yeah, well, because Napoli got him for like 80, 90 mil. So he's going to be over 100 easy.
If they win the league,
yeah.
Champions League do really well. I think, he probably has a chance of staying and they could just keep building their squad, but they could cash in and just then take advantage of the Champions League spot they have and then use that as leverage to bring other players in, another striker, because we will pay above market, obviously, especially if these new owners come in.
You're going to have competition from Chelsea as well, I reckon.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But I think Osimhen will probably be thinking about the last few strikers to go there and what happens to their career.
Think about these strikers, man. Don't take the number 9. It's simple. You can play striker. You can play really well. Diego Costa took the number 19. Drogba was number 11. Who else? Giroud was number 18.
These guys
don't take the 9.
These guys live for competition. They live for proving people wrong.
I know, and it always goes
like,
wrong.
Fuck you, I'm putting you on this 9.
But apparently, the chat is that Lukaku might come back.
What?
Because Potter wants to speak to him and see what they can.
So he's still out on loan at the moment.
He's at Inter. Yeah, he's been injured. The whole
so he's on loan. So there's been no transfer. At all mentioned. No. So let's see. There's still that in contention, and I'm scared because you guys with Lukaku would, and if he stayed fit,
it's there.
Stayed fit, it's definitely there.
It's there, but I don't know. Anyways, United, they look great.
Yeah,
you look great. You and Arsenal are in a very good position to one challenge for this league. Arsenal will probably win it, and then also going into next year.
Yes.
Very good. If you get that striker position, the whole dynamic of the front attack will look dangerous. You got, Weghorst isn't quite good enough, I think.
He's a feeling player.
He's good, but he's not.
We're not going to sign him.
Nah. But if you get a proper number 9 that can do all that,
we will, and we will.
It'll look good.
We will, and that's where I think if you talk about your Osimhen's, man, like that's where he's going to weigh up, like, which team would be better to play for. And I'm sorry, but
at the moment, United,
at this current stage,
100%.
We've just been so lucky with this manager.
Money speaks, though.
Bro, we've been so lucky with this manager, though, man.
Yeah.
Lucky. So
Money.
I'm happy with what I have at the moment. And I love this group of boys. Like, I can't... Yeah. United, for me, is going back to the old days that we know true. And that's what's getting me so fucking excited about it. And it's just thinking about how, we've just clawed back at getting our identity. And we're finally looking very dangerous again. And I'm just so happy with this group of boys. They just love each other and they're just always around each other. They're just super hyped to be a part of this process now. I feel like we've had a lot of passengers in the past, and now we have a lot of players that are in for the long haul.
Yeah, I can tell you're getting horny over this one.
Mate, you don't want to see me out to your ham. That's for certain. So anyway, Van Persie highlights 2013.
Jumping on stories. We're coming for the league after you beat Man City. We're coming to the league. We're coming for the league. We're serious.
I was so hyped, but
it's still possible.
How long has it been? How long has it been since that time? And now, that was a big. We won that in the last 10 minutes, and I was like, here we go. And after that 10 minutes of being frantic, I was excited. But we're definitely getting up there. We beat Man City. We've beaten Arsenal. We've beaten Barcelona. We've beaten
the top two.
Everyone. We've beaten everyone when it's mattered. So
You're still not first.
Arsenal have one on us, huh?
You're still not first.
Yeah, I get that.
No, but you've beaten the top two. You're the only team to beat City and Arsenal, I think.
Yes.
From memory, I think. I don't know.
Yeah. So, and I think Southampton are the only team to beat Chelsea twice this season too.
Yeah,
so.
that happens as well. Yes.